Hello. Yes, we are recording. I don't know what that means. Have clarity on my landing. Would love to know what that means. So, welcome to your weekly lenses call. Oh, exciting. Thank you for being here. I hope you're well. I hope your week has been amazing so far, and let's create an even more incredible week going forward. So, who has got their lenses right and ready in front of them? I will share my screen in a moment anyway, just in case you're new, just in case you haven't got them. But these calls are basically to ensure that not only you create a wonderful week, taking action towards creating a life you adore, you're taking those actions, and then backing up a little bit is that we, clear the resistance, because if you have something that you want to create, one of your choices or an element of the life you adore, an element of your heart. If you're not taking action to create it, then there's resistance there. So then on the other side of that, when you are taking action, you know that, what do you know? You know that there's no resistance. And remember that resistance only comes up when you have a big, beautiful desire. And I think that's a really, really good thing to remember. It only comes up when you've got that big, juicy desire. Yeah. Okay, so let's share my screen. And what we'll do is we'll look at the first 4 orientational choices. So I'm going to share my screen and let me know, please, that you can see that. So we have these are the choices that we all share. So let's, in a particular order, let's step into the end result of each one of these one at a time. Choose the end result of living my true nature and purpose. So take some nice deep breaths to start with. You might want to, if you're sitting in the lotus position, that's fine. Otherwise, you might want to ensure that your spine is upright and straight. And just focus on taking some really nice deep breaths. And then imagine yourself living your true nature and purpose. Like really get into the end results of that choice. So you're imagining that it's already manifested. See yourself experiencing your life, your existence, with you living your true nature and purpose. What are you doing? What's important in your life? Who's with you? Who's surrounding you? And how does that feel? How does that feel? What are you noticing different about your life when you're living your true nature and purpose? You might notice that you're living somewhere in particular, or that your work day is a little different. Maybe you're even doing your lenses every single day. What are you noticing about you and your life when you're living your true nature and purpose? And just really allow yourself to step even more and more and more into that end result, that vibration. Feels good, doesn't it? And now let's move into the next one. I choose the end result of being the predominant creative force in my life. So really allow yourself to go into the feeling of that, into that end result, like the emotions, the feelings, the vibration, the energy. You are the creator of what you love in your life. You're the predominant creative force. Really see yourself experiencing that end result. I'll let you know that that's true. I'll let you know that that end result is true. Write that down. You might notice something that you're doing that you're not doing now. You know, when you're living your true nature and purpose, like, oh gosh, that's interesting. Look at that. I can do that now. I can take action on that. Choose the end result of living my true nature and purpose. Now, let's move into health. I choose the end result of being healthy. I choose the end result of being vibrantly healthy. Choose to step into that end result now. How does that feel? What emotions are you experiencing? What's the vibration of that? You know, and also, what are you doing? Maybe you're noticing that you're doing something. Oh, okay. Feels good. I mean, health is number one, isn't it? So you're vibrantly healthy, vibrantly healthy. You're brimming with energy. Really see yourself experiencing that. And what lets you know that that's true? Anything else? And again, if you notice any actions or any bridges, you know, next steps, things that you're doing, You might want to jot those down and do them. Yeah, feels good. And now, the last one of our orientational choices. I choose the end result of a life I adore. So, what's happening when you have a life you adore? What's happening in your life? How are you feeling? Where are you? Who's with you? Like, what does your day look like, even? Yeah, I love that. Beautiful. Well done. I choose the end result of being healthy and vital. I think sexy comes along with that, when we're loving our bodies. I choose the end result of being healthy. And this is also a good one to notice. Oh, no, we're on Life I Adore, aren't we? I was getting a bit obsessed with the health one. I've been playing pickleball this morning, so I'm feeling very cocky and excited with myself, happy with myself. I choose the end result of a life I adore. Like, what else? Maybe you're doing something different when you tune into that you're not doing now. Like, okay. I love doing that. And now let's bring that to a close. Now we're going to focus on your true choices. And you, unless you're new and you haven't done the trainings yet, you will have 6 choices. And I'm going to give you time to just step into the end result of each of those choices. And they're not a process, they're not I'm going to go to the gym every day. They're an end result. They're something that you're able to tick off. So I want you to imaginatively step into the end result of each of those choices. What's life like? What are you feeling? What are the emotions? Who are you with? What tells you that it's true that you have created this end result? Like, what's happening in your life? I choose the end result of, and it feels so good. So when we're doing this, we're telling all levels of your consciousness, because we want all levels of your consciousness to not only work together, but to work together creating what you love. That's why we go through all of these choices, especially, in the Lenses Call once a week, but every single morning. It's like, this is where I'm headed. Super conscious, unconscious, self-conscious. This is where I'm going. Because we have all these subconscious beliefs and all that other nonsense going on. And you need to just orient yourself. This is what I'd love. Because even though taking action is a game changer, your levels of consciousness are always working away on creating these end results. Look at Einstein, Albert Einstein. He made none of his breakthroughs, inventions, creations when he was, I was going to say in front of a computer, not that he had computers in those days, but, when he was working away at it. They came when he was in nature or in the bath or in a shower. And you'll hear this from all of the people that are rocking their lives and creating phenomenal lives for themselves and others. So I'll give you another minute to just spend a few seconds and go into each one of your choices. Not just familiarize yourself with them, but choose them. I choose that, and this is how it is. Fabulous. Well done. So bring that to a close now. And we're going to look at the week that's just gone by. So it's time to review your week. So what went right? What went right last week? Feel free to comment in the chit chat box, wherever you are. What went right? Fabulous. Lots of people doing their lenses. Well done. I just started to do something which I think is incredible, and I'm definitely going to do it every day, Monday to Friday from now on. And that is that I sleep with my phone in a different room. And if I need to record my dreams, I've got a device, an iPad thingy. So I'll use that. That used to be my excuse. And it's so freeing. It's like, because then I can just choose. I really awaken in the morning and I'm conscious of what I'm putting on that blank canvas of my life, of each day, rather than, which used to be my habit, lying in bed and having a look at my phone and, you're just bombarded with, excuse my French, oh shit, before you even get out of bed. It's like, no, I'm sorry, no. I'm putting my mark on my life, on my day, every single day. It's been huge. I mean, I've only been trying to do this for like all my life. Yeah. And that's really helped the other thing that I love, which is when I awaken in the morning, I get up. One morning it was 4. This morning it was much later. It was 6 or 6:30 or something. So one of the things that went right for you, hydrating, brilliant. Charged water, juicy. How are you charging your water? I'm really into all of these new devices at the moment. So what else went right? What else went right this week? What went right? So what were the actions that made the biggest difference? What were the actions that made the biggest difference? Nice. I'm getting a lot of responsibility. I love that. Well done, you. Because you see, the benefit is when we take responsibility for the, excuse my French again, for the share, we can also take responsibility for what we are creating. And it like frees us up so much. Like, no, this is actually what I love. This is not going to drain my energy. This is what I love. And this is what I'm going to create. Beautiful. So, what were the actions that made the biggest difference? Lenses, focus, awareness of thinking. Great. Well done. Yeah, it's such a powerful time to be alive, isn't it? Fantastic. Loving that you're using the work. This work is like rock star level. It's just incredible. Exercise. Beautiful. Put your house on the market. That's exciting. Well done, you. Yeah. Oh, lots of decluttering. I love it. Well done. Okay, so moving on. Where do I need to refocus? And what action will I take to ensure I keep focusing on my end results? So, where do I need to focus? And what action will I take to ensure I keep focusing on my end results? So, what areas of your life do you need to refocus? And then what actions will you take to make sure that you stay focused on those end results, like even just imaginatively, and then take action? Love it. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I was considering playing with that as well, doing those what did I do well, what was uncomfortable, all those kind of questions last thing at night. I think it's a great idea to have some consciousness exercise before you go to sleep. Because I always say, I don't know if I always say, but I'm saying now that the most important part of the morning routine is actually the night before. What time are you going to bed? Are you ready for a restful night's sleep? Have you stopped using the screens a couple of hours before? Have you stopped eating and drinking a few hours before? Are you in a beautiful, relaxed, beautiful bedroom? All these things are so important. So now let's shift the focus to the coming week. And now your future focus to the next 7 days. So ask yourself, what could I do this week to move towards my end results? What could I do this week to move towards my end results? And just write everything down. All the things you could do. What could I do? What could I do this week? And bring that to a close. So what could I do? And now, what are you committing to doing? What will I do this week to move towards my end results? What will I do? What are you committing to nailing this week? So I'll give you another minute or two to bring that to a close, and then we'll do the whisper. Whisper. All right, my honey bunnies. So now, what choice would you like to focus on this week? Today, I mean. Think of one thing that you'd love to create. Choose the end result of. Has everyone got that? So yeah, it can be one of the orientational choices, or one of your true choices. Or if you haven't got those, then just think of something you'd love to create. Choose the end result of. Yeah. All right. So nice deep breaths, and just imagine that you're stepping into that end result as if you'd already created it. I choose the end result of, and it feels like, how does it feel when you've manifested that end result? I choose the end result of. Notice what's happening in your life. Who's with you? Where are you? How does it feel? Notice who you are. Like, how are you showing up when that has manifested? Because you know that one of the things we say is that you can't um, you can't think that what you want to create will change you, or life will be dramatically different, and get it, because your ego won't allow you. Or you might get it, but you won't be able to sustain it. That's something I've really been working on this week, because I know that something really wonderful is going to happen any day now. And I'm really working at being the person that already has that, so that I can love it and respect it. So just notice, how is that person thinking? What are their daily habits? What's their mindset like? What emotions? Is there fear or joy? And are they honoring and not making a big deal of any, in inverted commas, negative emotions that come on? It's like, oh, okay, cool. There's a sadness, or there's a grief, or whatever. It's like, I used to love the image, or the idea of the image of, when you have a glass and you pour out sparkling water and those bubbles just, come up to the surface. It's a lovely thing to watch, but it's like just letting those thoughts come up and then poof, they're gone. So notice, who is that person that has created this beautiful end result? How gorgeous does it feel? How wonderful does it feel to have created this? Created it from love, created it from your heart. And now let's take a step back and let's look at where you are now in relation to that. So, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? What are the conflicts around, maybe, oh, if I get that, then that might happen, or I'm a little afraid of getting that, of creating that end result, because, maybe you're afraid it might change you, or that you might lose it, or that other people won't love you, or whatever. And then how do you finish this sentence? I would love to create that, but. And what are the judgments that you have? Maybe of people that have that, or or the judgments that you think people will have of you, or judgments that you have about yourself for wanting that end result. So just notice all of that. So we're just allowing any old dormant memories, anything you weren't aware of, to just come up to the surface. And why do we do that? So that we can let it go. Yeah. Word back to you, sister. So take some nice deep breaths. And I want you to let, almost like imaginatively, put all of that gunk, all of that resistance in a cardboard box. Okay? Just put it all in there. It might be a bit leaky and might be a bit squashed. It doesn't matter. But what I need you to do is to give me a number from 0 to 10. With 0 being like no resistance, I create that no problem. Like boom, it's done. And 10 being the most amount of resistance. You can't even take an action to creating that. Just pop it in the chat box, the first number that comes to you. So how much resistance from 0 to 10? 10, 8, 3. We've got a real wide scale open today. Not many people on the call today. So if you're watching the replay, this is for you too. So for everyone, just notice, it's just a number, it's just resistance. So please close your eyes and give me permission to connect with your superconscious. Nice deep breaths. And I'm going to be speaking directly to your superconscious. So just keep focused on your breathing and notice what you notice. Superconscious, are you there? Jolly good. Superconscious. So we've got a choice. So that's something we want to create. And this resistance has come up. So we've got family history and broken agreements. And then all the thoughts and feelings and the beliefs that surround all of that. Can you please tag and treat and do a massive change history and everything that's needed? Thank you. Thank you. And body systems. I'm getting the heart as an organ and all the blood vessels and arteries and everything. And I'm also getting the heart chakra, front and back. Back of the heart chakra is open. It's all about receiving. And all the other chakras and the energy channels. Can you please tag and treat and do a massive change history and everything that's needed. Thank you. Yeah. So we have a big one around secondary intentions. You know, um, I want this dream because of this, and maybe because it'll make me feel worthy or good enough or whatever, whatever. Any secondary intentions around any of our dreams, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, can you please tag and treat and do a massive change history and everything that's needed? Thank you. So definitions, how you're defining, how we're defining ourselves, others, and the world. Can you please tag and treat and do a massive change history and everything that's needed? Thank you. All right, I'd love to check in now. How are you doing? So let me know your first number and where you are now. Ten, 5, 8, 3, 1, 5, 0. Well done. All right, let's go back in again. So give me permission again to connect with the superconscious. Superconscious. Thank you. So we have part personalities: the protector, controller, the pleaser, the inner child, the wounded lover, the perfectionist, and any other part personalities. Can you please tag and treat and do a massive change history and everything that's needed around these? And any other resistance, anything else that's ready to pop. This is for obviously everyone here and everyone on the replay. And I'm seeing, I've got this kind of, this metaphor, this vision of a path, and there's some weeds on it, and there's some rubbish strewn across it. And it comes to a fork, and we can take the left-hand fork, the shamanic path, the magical path, or we can take the right-hand path that just leads us back into the same old, same old. So with that metaphor, we're choosing to take, first of all, let's clear all of the resistance, all of the things that are showing up as weeds, as obstacles, as rubbish, as stuff. And any blocks, any boulders, let's transform them into stepping stones so that we can proceed and walk the path of magic, our magical mind, engaging our magical mind in the magical moment, every moment, the divine eternal now. So we're walking that path, all those flowers appearing, in this beautiful, magical garden of our life. So please clear any resistance on our path. So we're walking our highest path, our soul path, the path we choose, the path we love, the path our mind loves, the path our heart loves, in alignment. So please, regarding that metaphor, can you please tag and treat? And actually also noticing us arriving in our end result, ticking that off. Ooh, look at me. I've created that. So any resistance around that metaphor, can you please tag and treat and do a massive change history and everything's needed. Thank you, gorgeous, super conscious. Love you. Love it. Thank you, super conscious. So can you please ground all the memories we touched today back into the matrix of the universe, including memories 1, 2, 3, and any other memories we touched, dormant memories, parallel memories. Thank you so much. So gently come back. How you doing, people? That was a beauty, even though I say so myself. Loving the path. How are you on your path? Give me your first number and where you are now. Yay! 10-0. Well done. 8-0. 5-1. Still a little bit there. That's okay. You're probably still processing. 3-0. Hooray! Well done, everyone. I love that. I love that. I love it. Choose it. You know, choose the path you love. Choose the path you love. It doesn't mean that the flippant stuff isn't going to get in the way on the path. No, we're choosing what we love in every moment. In every moment. So, what action are you going to take now? So imagine the choice that you chose. Step into the end result. It's being created, and then look back and notice you now. What's the action that you took? What's the action that you took? And then take it. Love you all so much. Have a rocking weekend. And see you next week. OMG, can you believe it's December? All right, love you all. Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you. Bye, beauties. See you next time. Bye, honeys.